So it begins! Whoop whoop! Welcome everybody to some more Pathfinder. I hope you guys have all had a great weekend. And I must apologize for the lack of episode today. This is gonna be the recording for today, but sadly it won't go up until the stream's over. So it might be a lot later tonight, which I apologize for this. I had a lot of things to do for Halloween. Firstly, we had a party at my place, so that was fun. A lot of people I had not seen since the pandemic started, because here the pandemic's been pretty intense, but lately it's kind of been like going away, though people are still on the edge, so you can understand. And then I had like some more parties, and my grandma just turned 101 years old, so you know, I had a lot of things to do. So with that being said, with work and everything, I did not have time to record pretty much anything. It was like hands-free weekend, which is great. But we are back with some Pathfinder, which I am very hyped for. Now I know people, like some people just join midway through a playthrough, and I know the end of Act 3 is mostly where people kind of just stop going through with the motions. I think a lot of people just do their mythic path, get through Act 3, and then they leave, right? Because if you check the achievements, killing Playful Darkness on core is like 2.5% of the people did that. So I'm assuming with us having done that and us leaving Act 3, we might attract more people. So I'm just gonna go over real quick essentially what we do and who the characters are and whatnot, so people can have a good idea of the playthrough and not feel totally lost. So this is a good jumping point. So I present to you the main character. He is a Necromancer. The class in itself is Necromancer. It is the wizard class that you can only access via being a Dhampir. Dhampir being the vampire spawns. So basically you lose some feats, which can be annoying if you just don't place all the feats where you want them. But on the plus side, it gives you access to infusions. You deal damage to yourself, and then that damage makes your spell more difficult to pass or deal more damage and whatnot. So essentially that's where we are for the moment. We know a lot of spell, and we are a Lich mythic path. We do have very low wisdom, so our will save and our fortitude saves are really low, but we are, most of the time, we're going to be out of range from even the enemy casters. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is our tank, Scylla. We're probably going to replace her at some point, but so far, she's served us good. She has pretty good saves, she has pretty good AC. The touch AC is really low, but, you know, it's not the end of the day. The tankiness comes from her having the horse. The horse, which also has high AC and high saves. And her being a paladin with mounted combat and whatnot. So she gives her mobility check to saves. Her mobility is not that high, but it is 18. So, you know, could be worse, could be better. But this is our tank. Now the rest of the lineup is kind of glass cannon, and you'll see why. So Wenduog is a fighter rogue with the throwing axes. I saw a bunch of builds that were like, oh, you should go war priest if you're gonna do that. But the rowdy rogue gives really good sneak attack progression and really good effect on the sneak attack proc. Since she's gonna hit a lot of times, like she has like 7 attacks or something, 8 if you count with haste, she's gonna hit a lot and get a lot of sneak attack proc. I think that's better than a few hits of War Priest holy damage or whatnot. If we see that's a problem, we might respec her. We just might. But we'll see. So far, she's been doing pretty good. Dealing great amount of damage and ranging shots with so many attacks makes it that she's gonna hit, like after a while, even with incredibly high AC, she's gonna hit no matter what. As we saw with Playful Darkness. Darren is her healer. There's nothing much to say about it. Like he just get healing and undead spell, which is exactly what I want him to do. The spell magic was really good, but that's about it for him. Arushele, she gives everybody favorite enemy, and she can switch favorite enemy with the ranger procs, so that's where she comes in. And Dilemir is a slayer, and she's really strong. So yeah, essentially, and obviously we have our Lich companion, the skeletal marksman. I made him a skeletal fighter just so he could hit stuff, because he was not hitting anything and it was really sad. So yeah, that's the lineup. Star-studded lineup. The one problem that we encounter sometimes is that sneak attack can be a bit hard to proc, but with enough skeletons, anything can happen. So with all the formalities out of the way, we are now going to go into the final boss of Act 3. I'm assuming it is the Balor. Yeah, exactly. You're blinded by a ring on your temple, and a monstrous pain lashes your chest. Your wound has reopened at the worst possible moment, and it's gushing blood. You sense the malevolent proximity of the abyss. You can almost touch the threat emanating from it. Slowly, almost reluctantly, your wound closes, but the pain and your heightened awareness remains. The hall bears the trace of a huge Balor's anger. Some demons are lying on the floor, literally ground into a bloody mess, while the rest are cowering against the wall. The blood is not confined to the ground either, but it splashes across the face of the kneeling Minago. It's not clear if it came from the pentagram on the Lilitu's forehead or from a slash of the Balor's claw.
Let me into the rift, Tarazan. We're all going to die here. Trying to fight back. It's madness.
No one goes into the rift. You will fight, all of you, or else.
I won't let anyone flee to the abyss. You're all going to die here. And now.
Now you're going to die, and they'll...
You and your little troop made a fool of me at the Battle of Dresden. Finally, I can make you pay. Finally.
You'll make a fine...
Okay. So in Dresden we fought him, right? What did we learn in Dresden? That he has a big AoE. He has a big AoE when he dies. Am I just gonna die? Yeah, I think that's like a restart from the get-go. It's okay, we're playing on core. These things are gonna happen, you know? Blade Barrier is really strong and really cool. So what we're gonna do is... we're gonna do the classic tactic, which is just gonna... pre-buff, you know?
Rely on me.
Please, allow me.
My skills are absolute.
Well, now that the pre-buffing is done, we can...
I'll bathe in your blood. I will resist.
It's a 4. Okay, so those guys are gonna do... so we're gonna cast this on ourselves. And we're just gonna chill.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Alright. Ouch.
I'll rip you apart.
Into the fray.
He is going to be hard to hit. Bro, Galfrey. Their AoE just killed us. What the hell is this? Okay, it's okay, guys. It's okay. Final fight has to be a bit hard. Now. So it's force. It's not even ice. It's just force. Do you have anything? Sonic, electricity, acid. Okay, we don't have anything. So okay. I feel like
A bright future awaits.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
I'm gone.
Let me. I don't.
okay. I think this one might be it. I think this one might be it.
Into the fray.
So those guys are gonna hold her back, which is essentially all we can ask for them to do. Oh, we're gonna bring this down a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna spread ourselves on both sides here. This way, Blade Barrier is gonna hit us a lot less.
I will resist. Tashani Savitor! Tashani Savitor!
The light. Take you.
What? We dispelled everything. Oh, oh my god, this is insane. Alright, that's awesome. Alright, none of these guys are gonna hit him. Oh, we didn't even check this thing. I don't need Domain of the Hungry Flesh. Kinda wanna just do this, honestly. But I kinda wanna kill this guy first, so... Bye! We're gonna pass a turn. Okay, you! So now that we went first, like you can see how the game works. Now that we went first, we have a lot of an easier time to just do everything because they couldn't set up the blade barrier to kill everybody on site. That's just how the game is gonna go sometimes. We're gonna give everybody a shot at him. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Queen Galfrey with her 1 HP. Destruction is not gonna work because on the Plague Mastodon, bro.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
I mean, not gonna lie, we're so far in advance on the fight that I feel like you just chill. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna create a zombie. I mean, so he has an Oleora bark skin. He still has a lot of things, but I don't think it's gonna do much good for him, honestly.
No match for me.
Yeah, okay. So wait, I need to check everybody's status on this. Okay, you seem fine. You seem fine. I don't think you have Firestorm on you, right? Yeah, you seem fine. You seem fine. You seem fine. You seem fine. You seem alright. I don't really care if either of you die from it. So, what am I checking is because in Dresden, at the end of the fight, when he explodes, he deals like a load of damage to everybody, and he applies something that's like he applies like a big debuff on everybody. It's like a permanent thing, and if you don't pass the DC, you just die from it. You take like 50 damage every second. Well, every 6 seconds. So that's why I'm like, I need to know, like, while we're still in turn base, I need to check.
Prepare yourself.
Hey, that wasn't too bad.
Rifts are usually chaotic and unstable. I've been plagued by one question. How could demons have created a stable, permanent passage from the abyss here in the Whirlpool? And as I stare into the flames of the rift itself, the answer still eludes me. What is the secret to this canker festering at the very heart of our world?
It's Aurelu Voresh, obviously. She did that, right? She's not a demon. She's like a human who transcended into a demon and then did that. She just likes knowing stuff, right? That's what we learned in the laboratory, in her laboratory. And she's also created us, so we'll see what happens.
My friends and comrades, the time has come for us to discuss something of the utmost importance. It is here, on the threshold of the abyss, that I must announce an important decision before you all. But first, we shall talk about you, Commander. About how well you have discharged the duties I entrusted to you.
My righteous sister in faith, must these discussions take place now at such a moment? The enemy is watchful, and its forces are great. That is what we must turn our attention to, not scrutinizing our fellow crusaders.
In the 100 years that this war has lasted, not a day has gone by when I haven't thought about how we can win it. That is precisely why we cannot delay the conversation any longer.
After everything I've done for the Crusade, you're really going to put me on trial? What the fuck?
Trial. Merely a superior evaluating the actions of a subordinate.
Bro.
May I remind you that it was I who entrusted the first and most glaring issue I'd like to discuss is how you have used the divine gift that was bestowed upon you. An aura of necromancy hangs over Dresden. My clerics and paladins tell me they have never seen anything like it, even in Geb. And its source is quite obvious. A commander's absolute priority is leading the Crusader armies. And I cannot help but notice that you have handled this part of your responsibilities well. Among the decisions I find most questionable is your use of Vescavors in the battle for Dresden. A foolish, dangerous, and reprehensible idea, given that the soldiers who carried the bait for the swarm weren't warned about the
Yeah. I mean, I could have used undead to carry the Vescavor stuff in Dresden. That's true, but
your strange choice of companions. The good gods teach us to seek the light even in the darkest soul, and to believe in redemption. But it is
with all due respect, my lady, Arushale has proven herself to be a faithful and reliable comrade. She has fought bravely for us. And we both want to see the demons defeated. Is there any reason to reproach the commander for accepting her into our party?
You can find reasons aplenty in any Mendevian cemetery, Seela. Each one is full of the graves of those who were deceived by demons.
Let me remind you that you were the one who assigned Nura, Deniwar, to my entourage, who turned out to be a Baphomet cultist. So which of us is incapable of choosing worthy companion? Yo, we cannot fail this intimidation check.
A fair
Yes.
approach. Let's hope Arushale will stand head and shoulders above Nura. I also wish to mention what you did with Iomede's banner, the Sword of Valor.
What do you mean?
This sacred relic, handed to you to defend the city against the demons, has become a reflection of you. I do not know how you managed to distort its features, but I cannot overlook it. I only pray that Iomede will forgive us all for this most improper treatment of her relic. That is all I wish to say. And now, to summarize, you can think my assessment is empty fault-finding, but I am responsible for the entire crusade, for Mendev, and for the future of those who will encounter the evil of the World Wound. I do not have the luxury of making a single mistake.
You've
That
made
is
plenty
why
already.
I am forced to remove you from the command of the Fifth Crusade.
This is how you thank me for everything I've done?
This is why I always take payment up front. The customers become very shifty when everything is done.
I deeply respect the desire to bring discipline to the Crusades, but not all the accusations you leveled at the commander are guided by that desire. My righteous sister, you are entitled to make such a decision, but please reconsider whether this is the right one. He is not just the Crusade commander. He is our hope. Our only hope.
Our only hope is he? I see you do not value me or the other heroes of the Crusade very highly, my righteous brother and comrade. But let me continue. Do not take your demotion as a punishment. I have in many respects been forced to take this step. As we all know, the demons have created a new weapon, Nehindrian crystals, which provide them with truly mythical powers. Nehindrian crystals were brought here to Galarian through this rift. I shall do everything to ensure this route is blocked from now on. I shall destroy all the paths from the Midnight Fane to Dresden, blocking the passages with rocks if I have to, so that demons passing through this indestructible rift cannot descend upon the city. This is a forced measure. I am doing this for the safety of Dresden. But this won't solve the problem. We should No, we must. Track the demon's path and settle this issue once and for all. And that means venturing into the abyss.
Ta-da-da.
No one but you, with your unique power, can handle this task. That is why I shall take over the command of the Crusader armies, and you will journey forth on this great mission.
It says that there's 5 such shift.
Wait a moment. And where is this lexicon of paradox now?
Oh no.
I would also like to take a look at it.
I have no idea where it is, to be honest. Probably gathering dust in her laboratory.
For the sake of preserving harmony in our already fraught relationship, I shall pretend to believe you, Knight Commander.
If you destroy the Fane and its exit, how will I return to Golarion?
Don't worry about that. I will go with you, and I know the secrets of traveling between planes. I have also been to the Abyss before, and I have fought the beasts that dwell there. My sword and my experience will help you on this mission.
Alright, if there's no other choice, I will go, my
May the light of the
queen.
Inheritor be with you.
Valor, bravery, and loyalty.
Wish me luck as well.
Yeah. If I can kill you, Galfrey, I will. Ooh, a nice little new scimitar. Date from newest to oldest. What be this? It's a +4 scimitar. It also deals 1d6 fire damage. On a critical hit, it creates a fire spark that sticks to allies' weapon, granting them flaming enchantment from 1d3 round. As well as granting the wielder and allies fire resistance 20 for the same duration. What's it? Menace of Death. Whenever someone dies within 10 feet radius of the wearer of this amulet of natural armor +3, the wearer gets the effect of the haste spell for 2d3 rounds. This effect is renewed each time someone dies. After this effect wears off, the wearer cannot make any weapon or unarmed attack for 1d3 round. It is natural armor +3. So that's what you have. What do you have here? I think that's fair. Yo, this scimitar is really dope. But alas. Okay. Did we do everything? Well, I think we're already in Act 4 right now. I think that was the transition. So we'll save first off, but then we'll go. And that's all there is to it. Was there anything? Ooh, Playful Darkness. Oh, we can get his stuff now. Dope. Mind blank. Belt of Giant Strength, Cloak of Resistance +3, Bracers of Armor +5, Vast Intelligence +4, Will of the Banshee. Okay, whoa. Also, I cannot help but see that we are a little bit over encumbered. Alright, so that's +6. So I don't really need it. Nobody needs intelligence here, right? Therefore, those two can go to waste. Now, what bracers do you have? It conflicts with your armor. This conflicts with your armor. Can you even have bracers? Yeah, you can. Your armor is now 41, which is dope AF. So that's bracers of armor +3. Okay. Well, that's it then, right? We don't really need anything. Okay, so Cloak of Resistance +3, that's obviously gonna be good on you. It's gonna be good on anybody. But I'm gonna put it on you right now. Does anybody need a Cloak of +2? You do, somehow. And you would also need a cloak, which I happen to have a +1 here. That's not the best, but it's something at the very least. Okay, and strength +4. You have strength +4 already. You have constitution, I'm assuming. Yeah, we're not really a constitution 6. We're not really a strength party, which is fine. That is okay with me. We also got a few new things, so I'm gonna see what I can learn from this. I can learn Mind Blank, which is gonna be really good. Essentially, this spell grants a +8 resistance on saving throw against all mind affecting and spells effect. So that's gonna be cool. We can like equip it before fights that are gonna be really hard with mind affecting effects, which is, you know, it's always a good point to have. I think the rest is fine, honestly. Yeah, I think we have everything. So, well, without further ado, let's see if we missed anything again. But I think we should be fine. Like those shit. We are very encumbered though, so look, we're gonna try to find a demonic merchant on the other side, hopefully.
The commander has stepped through the rift, and now there is no going back. Onward, to solitude, to the unknown, to the abyss.
Oh. Okay, so that was the moment. And we failed Storm Peak for whatever reason. We'll have to see what that is. I honestly don't care all that much. But maybe I do. We'll see. I might go back if we see that it's really important. But besides that, who cares, right? I checked before. We cannot leave the Midnight Vein once we enter, so there was no point in going back anyways. So we'd have to go back like a long time if this is at all necessary. Okay. Champion, I am amazed. I sense a surge in the power within you the moment you boldly stepped forth onto the rift. The power was dark, but I have faith that you can keep it in check and wield it to save Golarion from the abyssal invasion. The angel turns his head and surveys the bleak landscape that has been revealed to you. His movements are growing tense. Even the soft golden glow that usually emanates from him is fading. So that is where the rift leads, to the realm of the most cunning of all demon lords. This location is familiar to me, but that fact brings me neither joy nor consolation. So, this is the Abyss. Not such a bad place. The inhabitants of this place are experts in pleasures and entertainment in life, as well as on death. Urgatoa's realm is far away, but she doesn't discount the value of this plane either. You can look forward to plenty of pleasurable diversion on your expedition. Dope. Arushale's voice trembled to a whisper. The Abyss. I swear I would never come back. Everything here dredges up old memories. Everything here just screams, this is your true home. My curse and Bennett home. Commander has therein stands with one arm slung across his chest. The commander has been banished to the abyss by the grace of the illustrious Queen of Mendev, uprooted from his life and sent on a mission to a strange and alien world. But you didn't foresee that little twist, did you? And how could you? It's not as if you ever seen my dearest cousin Galfrey behave in such a high-handed manner with anyone else. Then again, who needs all this lamenting? Words and sentiment like these are appropriate between relatives or lovers, and you and I fall into neither category. The former to my relief and the latter to my eternal disappointment. We are in the abyss, which is the worst possible setting for any kind of dalliance. These are the Midnight Isles. This is the realm of Nocticula, the Lady in Shadow. Every corner of the abyss is repellent in its own way, but this is where one truly walks on corpses. On the corpses of the demon lords that were treacherously murdered. Every monster slain by Nocticula becomes an island, like the ones we're standing on right now. What, really? Sheesh. This place seems to be created specifically to befuddle the heart and minds of the righteous. What I mean is that the demon lords are enemies, and their death should please us. But as I look at the black sky, I realize that sometimes the death of evil creates greater evil. She killed them for powers. The ambition of the Lady in Shadows are great, and she knows no mercy. So the archipelagos has become much larger in the millennia of her rule here. Okay, so what did we fail? Okay, we failed a crusade thing, which I don't really give a shit about, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, that's not too bad. So everything else I think is gonna be left for Act 5 when we come back, because I'm assuming Act 4 is gonna be full of the abyss. So let's just go, right? I mean,
It's time to act.
well, first off, we're gonna do the mythic shit. We're gonna go full Lich once again. Okay. I think we're just gonna take this, right? Like, abundant casting is really cool. That's really fun, but I think Andrew... Yeah, no, I'm gonna take abandoned casting. F that. Mind Blank Communal. Wow. That's cool. That's a cool one. And then like, so that's a will negate, that's a reflex partial, that's a will negate to save each round. I think Icy Prison Mass is better. What is Foresight? Sixth Sense. Once Foresight is cast, you receive instantaneous warning of impending danger. You are never flat-footed. In addition, the spell gives you a general idea of what action you might take to best protect yourself, and gives you +2 inside bonus to AC on reflex saves. So this is one ally you can see within touch range. Shape change can be cool. Okay, I'll just take Power Word Kill. F that. But Mind Blank Communal can be really, really good. Hmm. One d6 per mythic rank. Your charge attack deals an additional divine damage. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, not gonna lie. That could be dope, but we don't charge as much. We should charge more if we do that, right? But it would be like 5d6, at the end 10d6. That's like insanely strong. I know I want to take that at some point. Okay, but Last Stand is also really cool. But that's even better, I think. Inspirational Leader is really awesome. Alright, what about you? What about you? What else can you have? Melee attack. Never mind. The sound of your blow is enough to damage. Yeah, no, okay. The bigger they are is one that I could consider. You gain bonus on damage roll, on attack rolls with ranged weapon equal to the penalty of AC. So basically, it makes big enemy worst. Melee combat. That is strong. But that's even better. Yeah, I think Distracting Shot is gonna be the one. Do they stack? I hope they stack. I really, really hope they stack. Okay. I mean, I guess we'll see if they stack, right? Great.
We do it my way.
Ooh, there's a cute little city down there. Alright. I guess we'll go there. You notice that the entire city appears to be littered with intricate network of portals, with the arches serving as artifact, allowing you to access the alien network. Interacting with the arches seems to require formulating a clear request in your mind, at which point the magic will transfer you to another portal. It's quite obvious that this strange construct was not designed for mundane use, only transporting user to specific arches that they are allowed to visit. It's likely some kind of system of magical mark is used, quite possibly shaped into a tangible object, to provide access to various arches before you get one such token. Okay, so we need to get token. We rolled a 3. Well. Okay, so we are here. So there are a bunch of arches, right? We can't go anywhere, but that's a cool little network thing. Okay, well, into the caves we go then. That is very fair.
I'm off. I do what I must.
I am yours to command.
Hello, Suture. What the hell are you doing here? Gone, they're all gone and left me with nothing. I've been searching and searching, but there's not even a trace. Oh, it's you! What are you doing here, Suture? Can't you see for yourself? I've been browsing decoration from my newest luxurious place with a view on Ishiar's best beaches. I was on my way to see Mistress Aurelu, but I can't teleport when I'm like this. Every lousy Bimorok can do it, but I can't. All I could do was reach the Midnight Fane and slip into the rift. But now, I can't go no further. So I've been searching for portal keys. Portal keys? You've seen those big things up there on the surface? They were kept closed most of the time, so the slaves wouldn't run away. They can be opened with special keys. If I was lucky enough to find such a key, I would have left this nasty place in a heartbeat. But then, who knows? Maybe I could have found Mistress Aurelu. Is Aurelu somewhere here? You're a funny lad. You are. My mistress, she's like the wind. One moment she's here, the next she's gone. But she loves coming to Alush, to the Abyss. I would have found her by now. If I could get out of here. What is this place? It's a little burrow dug by Baphomet's rat in the mansion of the illustrious Lady Nocticula. A former burrow, that is. Once I visited this place with my mistress Aurelu on business, and this place was abuzz with life. The slaves were working, the slave drivers were tormenting them, and Amphirazara was choking the life out of both. You know, Ebzamira, do you? Nasty horn-headed Nephilim, and Baphomet's daughter to boot. Now there's no one here. As soon as I saw you, I knew right away why they all fled. Where did all these bones come from? They belong to giant who used to work in these mines. You don't think Baphomet's minions dug the rocks with their own hands, do you? This mine was depleted first, so they converted it into a dump. Every time an enslaved giant died, they dumped the carcass here.
I'm gone.
Maybe you'll find a key. Maybe we will. Boots of Stampede. The wearer of these boots had their rank in athletic skill to a bonus to the damage roll on unsuccessful charge attack. Can you have boots? I doubt you can, right? No, yeah, you cannot. You cannot have boots. What are your boots? Mobility check. So yeah. Okay, that's fair. Oh, he stayed.
Follow if you dare. I'm off.
You Baphomet spawn, run. Run through the portal. You run to Emzamira. You think you're strong, but Our Lady in Shadows is stronger. She will get her revenge her way.
I do what I must.
Can we go back to the Fane? Yeah, we can just go back to the Fane. What the hell? Okay, I mean, there's nothing to do in the Fane, I guess. Yeah, that is fair. That is very fair.
We do it my way.
Okay, Zacharias. Student, where have you been all this time? I finished my research studied. The crystal you brought me. And where were you? Do you not think I have languished in my prison long enough? Are you trying to test my patience? Well, we shall have to find a way to use your absence to our advantage. I completed my examination of the vessel you brought me, and and though I do not understand how it is connected to your soul, something else has been made clear to me. For my examination, the crystal vessel, I can conclude that this magical item has somehow come into contact with your spiritual essence. The trace of your essence lingered within the vessel like drops of wine in an empty jug. After a close inspection of these tiny remnant of your soul, I can say that it is very strong. It is certainly much stronger than that of a mortal. It is more akin to the soul of an ancient dragon, or a demigod, perhaps even an imperial or demon lord. No wonder it has resisted my spell, and my attempt to free it from your body. In order to perform the ritual, we have to find a way to weaken your soul. What's wrong with my soul? You are just lucky. I'm not sure how you have such a powerful soul, I must admit. I do find it somewhat ironic that such a strong soul is contained in such an average host. You really are completely ordinary in all respect, save one. Have you ever encountered a soul like mine? No, I did not think immortal souls could possess this much energy and power. You are an anomaly. I do not understand how your mortal body could contain such a powerful soul. It is most intriguing. We need to make my soul weaker. How do we do that? How would I know? I've never encountered a problem like this before. Normally, the soul has to be strengthened so that it can endure the separation from the body without slipping away to Pharasma. The problem we are facing is not easy. I see no solution at the present, but if you wish to gain mastery over death, you must first gain mastery over yourself. A candidate for immortality must have patience and self-control. Wait for a solution to present itself, be attentive, and use discernment. You'll find an answer eventually. Until then, you will just have to wait. How's the crusade going? And he says, that pathetic fool Galfrey had the sense not to let an opportunity go to waste. She made every effort to build on your success by launching an offensive to the west, and she enjoys somewhat greater popularity amongst the soldier than you do. However, I doubt that come as a surprise. The common folk have never been able to appreciate those above them. The mediocrity always despise greatness. As for your ziggurat, Galfrey ordered an attack against it, but I sealed the door and dealt with a swift death to the first 24 attacker. They took the hint, and the Crusader left me alone after that, focusing instead on the guards posted around your fortress. I understand. Wait, student. Fair enough. It do be weird that, like, we have a, Okay, we're gonna go tell the end of the Inheritor first, because they said he might want to hear this, so, you know.
We should move.
That cunning creature stole our key! The portal is inactive again. I swear even the lowest of the abyssal creatures are disgusting and despicable. Okay, so he's gonna be invisible because obviously that makes sense since he's an angel. Everybody's gonna be like, what the hell is with this guy? So that makes sense. That's okay. But I'm not gonna be able to see him either because I'm evil aligned, so we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Sheesh. onto a little loading screen. Judging by the surroundings, these are the slum of Alushinra, Nocticula's capital. So there is going to be a bunch of beggars.
I'm off.
Look, another mortal. You can swing a dead cat without hitting at one of...
I do what I must.
In this strange abyssal realm, space itself someone behaves in weird, unexpected way. By turning the camera due south, northeast, or west, you can change the city itself around you, opening new paths.
A trivial task.
I've finished here. Is there more?
Okay.
I'm gone.
A group of dirty beggars in tattered cloths have gathered around a handsome young man with dark hair. The crowd is clearly hostile, but he does not seem to notice. He gives the beggar a charming smile, completely obvious to the sharp shivs glinting in their hands. The young man has a glove puppet on his hand, a dragon made of rag with buttons for eyes. He raises it up and begins to ventriloquize in a surprised deep voice. Hey, you lousy parasite, who's in charge here? I would like to invite your leader to a romantic dinner with candles. I'll pay for everything, of course. The beggars whisper amongst them. You manage to catch a few snippets of their conversation. He's crazy, live and be, and what if he bites you? Before the crowd disperses, the young man jots something down on his notebook. What?
Do it my way.
The sounds around you fade and the world is plunged into an eerie silence. Street noise never ceases in Alushinra, but even it has disappeared. You are surrounded by a thick, impenetrable darkness from which 3 pairs of shimmering eyes observe you. A sibilant whisper reaches to your ears. Explain yourself. Who are you and what do you want from me? Many questions, few answers. I am Nezirius. I kill. Minago the Lilitu purchase your death. Incomprehensible. You are immortal. Killing you is easy. Why did she not kill you herself? Why me? A trap? An opportunity? An enigma? A Feylord. One shouldn't underestimate mortal. I twice defeated Minago. Clearer now. Even more perplexing now. How could a mortal defeat a Lilitu? Trickery? I cannot be tricked. I am here. I will kill you easily. Minago sent you to your death. I have laid waste to armies of demon. You cannot hope to overpower me. Minago is afraid of you? Why? Something is wrong. Minago is not a lord, just a client. The deal can be terminated, but there is a condition. Reputation. A cheated customer means a ruined reputation. Kill Minago, no client, no contract, no problem. A house in the lower city appears in your mind. Find her there, come, and kill her. The monster silently vanishes. Your ears are once again filled with the ceaseless dins of Alushenra Street. The Bad Luck Tavern.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Prismatic Ring. This ring allowed to cast an improved version of Prismatic Ray once per day as a 17th level wizard. The wearer can recharge this ring by consuming spells from which the sum of their level must be equivalent to at least 9. What the hell? That's a cool ring. That's a cool ring for someone in melee. It's like a really cool ass ring for someone in melee. And she can use it, so she's gonna use it.
Together,
She now has Prismatic Ray. Level 17th.
rely on me.
Oh, we can talk to the weird guy.
We will win this war.
So we can go back to the Nexus, which is fine. Okay, well, let us press on.
Follow if you dare.
So there's a bunch of slaves here. So this goes back to block. What do you want? Your face is familiar. Have we met before? Arushila, is that you? They said you defected to the Crusaders, but I always said a rabid bitch like you would never deal with goody-goody Myrtle scum. Welcome home to Alushinra. Missed you and your wild escapades. Where can I find Nocticula? My god. Why are you doing this to him? You're hurting him. Hey, you little ragamuffin. We'll beat you up too. What the hell is Amber doing around here? What?
Damn! It's just not my lucky day.
Hey, we did it.
Please forgive me. I've embarrassed myself.
Did we do it? I cannot tell if we did it, but we'll see, I suppose. Yeah, the abyss is pretty calm, I'd say. Oh no. It's one? Who has the higher athletics? What? How do I not know this? Okay, athletics -2. 15, 1, -8, 1, 14, 15, 23. Alright. Horse, please do this.
A mere flesh wound.
We're just gonna reload. How does he always fail? Oh, it comes back to here, huh? Okay, so that was a success. We're gonna take the gold. We're going to go up the thing once again. At this moment, we're just walking around. You know? At this moment, we're just walking around.
I finished here. Is there more?
I'm gone.
Together we stand.
Can we maybe go down?
We do it my way.
Okay, so I'll check right now. If we can get out and then come back in by being with the guards and being like, well, I already went through there. Like, if that works, then that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure we can intimidate the guard now. Or at least they'll just let us because it makes sense, right?
Have I pleased you?
I think this mortal will fetch a good price at the flesh market. Let's bind him up and take him to the slave traders before he makes a fuss. Brother, I don't think you should have done that.
I'll rip you apart! This kill is for you!
I will resist.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
No match for me.
The light, take you! Into the fray!
He's still not hitting anything. That sucks.
No, not like,
So what is Crushing Despair? On -2 and whatnot.
not like this.
Hmm.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, we're gonna reload this one. Yeah, that's so weird. Like the two first demons are really weak, and then the frog happened. And the problem with the frog is that, well, yeah, the problem with the frog is just that they're pretty annoying at like mass stunning everybody. Okay, so we can choose to stay here. To the flesh market and whatnot. Do we stay here? Or do we explore? What are the quests? Okay, so we already have like a bunch of quests. Okay, subduing the spirit. So we have to wait for a moment to lower a spirit. Rapture the Rupture. Many residents in Alushinra know that Lady Velexia, a noble of the upper city, offers patronage to young and talented individuals who manage to impress her. Before gambling one's fate in the hopes of winning the favor of such a demon, it is crucial to understand how demons think. But the favor of such an influential figure cannot be underestimated. So we have to go visit Velexia. Find someone who can arrange a fight in the arena. Fighting in the Battle Bliss arena is a potential path to fame and glory. Naturally, such acclaim must be paid for in blood, but earning renown by peaceful means is unknown in the Abyss. Respect is only given to those who earn it through violence, and the list of one's skill is the functional equivalent of a scholar's published bibliography on a merchant bank balance. To start conquering the Battle Bliss, first the commander should find someone in charge for arranging the fight. Okay. The conquest of Alushinra. Only by capturing the city's attention and becoming the talk of Alushinra can one hope to attract the interest of Nocticula, the Lady in Shadow. Fame can be gained in a variety of ways: violence, influential friends, or by providing valuable services. However, it is worth remembering that there is a price to be paid for such fame. To conquer Alushinra is also to be conquered by Alushinra. Okay, the art of making friend. Secure an audience with the Harem of Ardent Dream. Okay, it's Shamira and walking on corpse. Try to secure an audience with the city's ruler. So, okay, first I think we should finish dealing with the lower city. I do think that. It's gonna be fine. We've had much harder fight than this before. For sure, I'll have you know.
Skip the pleasantries. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Aborana said this. I am never wrong. Ugh, what a failure. Smile. The world's not ending just yet. My skills are absolute. I'm gone.
So there is a bauble here. Bro, how can you miss so many?
No glory without risk!
Did a lot of damage. Alright, so those guys trigger by... Huh, that's so weird.
Prepare yourself. No, not like this. Not like this.
Okay, there is a way to make this fight a lot easier. The Vrogs are annoying, but there's no reason for this fight to be this hard. We just did not do it properly, which is fine. We'll start it again. And remember, you don't want to repurpose a Vrog, right? The Vrogs are not great to repurpose. So we'll do the buffing once again, you know?
A bright future awaits us.
I'm always ready.
Have I pleased you?
You call?
Okay.
I will resist.
Bro, that's so bad. Come on.
Someone save me! It's either us or them.
Okay, so we killed everything here.